Lights, camera, action, living in a dream. Now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They're not ready for this, man.
Draw play, Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson forced out to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Sony Michel, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. Got some room at the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go, G. Here I go.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world? No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And an alley to run. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. 56 to Mike. 56.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the ball. Hurry. Pistol. Go. I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield.
It's just me and you.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 3 yards out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Set to kickoff.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 56 run. Steady weapon. I want that. Give me that one.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
At the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Miles Garrett. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20. Figured for sure they were punting this away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Push him back. Set up.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson, and an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56.
Ricky.
On the draw, this is Cohen. And an alley to run. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want pile-up points.
They did. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most